tiny battery. We ask it to do so much. And yet often we put very little back. Welcome to Motorboats Monthly's practical section, brought to you by Garmin. We've asked two leading professionals, Nick Eales from C-Start and Phil Smith from Baden Batteries, to give us some good advice upon how to look after this, so this can look after you.
Well, batteries are, first of all, the most important part of a boat, and they're getting more and more important. If you think that now we're getting more electronic diesels, electronic outboards, they have to be so reliable. The average life of a battery is probably around 3 to 4 years. Any longer than that, you really need to take them off and get them checked properly.
I'm Phil from Baden UK. I'm the technical sales manager here. Today we're just going to have a look at a set of batteries that have just come in, how you can quickly check your batteries when you receive them as new batteries. So the first test we're going to do, we're going to look at the open circuit voltage. So we're just going to remove the terminal covers. On this battery, obviously, we can have a quick look at the terminals. This is a dual terminal battery, so we've got the normal round poles and we've also got a stud type fixing. Just as peace of mind, obviously normally all batteries are marked, so we can clearly see as a positive here and negative here. If for any reason your battery isn't marked, the positive is always slightly fatter in diameter, so you've got a slightly larger terminal on the positive. So quite simply, we're just going to do an open circuit voltage test, and an open circuit again simply means that this battery is not connected in circuit, and we would be looking for 2.1 volts per cell roughly or more. And obviously, so on this battery, 6-volt battery, so we only have 3 cells, so we'd be looking for 6.3 volts. That's a pretty good open circuit voltage, so I'm happy that this battery passes the test.
And the problem with batteries is you can't actually check them that easily. In order to check a battery, the only true way of doing it is to take them off the boat, charge them up fully for a couple of days, leave them for a period of time, and then maybe do a drop test. Or if you've got the old style, which you can put a hydrometer in, you can put the hydrometer in and measure the cells. But that's the only real way to know whether batteries are any good or not.
These are a flooded lead acid battery, so they've got a quarter turn cap, so we can look inside the battery, we can have a look at the colour of the electrolyte, the level of the electrolyte is very important. We must always cover the plates, but we can also do a specific gravity measurement. Here we have a hydrometer. This is a typical hydrometer. Shows the various levels of charge. It's a very simple test. Literally, we just suck up a certain amount of electrolyte, give it a little bit of a shake, and clearly you can see that this one's coming out at around about 1275, 1280 specific gravity. So that's spot on, that's fully charged. So we'll put that back in the cell and we'll move on to the next one. Give it a little bit of a shake. So again, very, very similar, just over 1275, 1280. So again, an excellent reading, so I'm very happy with that. Checking the last cell now, and if we look at the hydrometer, this one too is at 1280. So we've got 3 identical cells. So I'm happy that this battery is a fully charged battery and can go out to the customer. The final test that we do here as a battery supplier is we would load test the battery just to rule out the possibility of a dead cell. Now a load test is applying a very heavy duty current across the battery just to see if there are any breaks in any of the cells internally, something that cannot always be picked up with an open circuit voltage measurement, and sometimes specific gravity will show okay. But when you apply a very heavy load on the battery, that's sometimes when you'll pick up the breaks in the cells. Basically what we're looking for, we are applying a 250 amp load across the battery, and on this one, as it's a 6-volt battery, we're looking at the bottom scale and it's in the OK level, and as you can see from the back, it's getting pretty hot. It's holding a nice steady voltage. So we've done all 3 tests now. We've done open circuit voltage, we've done specific gravity, we've now load tested the battery. I can say with 100% certainty that battery is ready to go into service.
The problems we get is obviously you've got a complex system of say 3 to 4 batteries on a boat, and if one cell goes down, then it will drag the rest of the voltage, or the voltage in the boats down, and a lot of people leave them paralleled up, so then the whole of the voltage goes down in the boat, and that's where we get the problems where they can't start the engine. If you're in any doubt about the batteries, if you buy a second-hand boat, you're not sure how old they are, you know, change them. A powerboat now, you rely on them for your toilets, electric toilets, or your navigation equipment and everything. And as soon as you start getting flat batteries and you haven't got access to shore supply, you know, it can be really not very pleasant. So to avoid that, it's well worth spending the extra money on.